Hello everyone, welcome back to Krish's Excel Anywhere. Hope you are doing good today. We have already covered most of the basic Excel in the previous sessions and now it's time to learn formulas. Before that, we will learn the keyboard shortcuts. So when I say first we'll learn keyboard shortcuts, there might be a question from the people which is more effective to use, either keyboard or mouse. Certainly, keyboard shortcuts can definitely make a difference to your speed in Excel. Obviously, you need to use both at some point for maximum effectiveness. This is something definitely I want to bring up to your attention. You might have observed people don't use mouse who are very good at Excel, except irresistible situation. This is also important when you go for an interview for Excel or MS reporting. The interviewer will closely watch you, either you are using mouse or keyboard to accomplish the assessment. First we learn all these keyboard shortcuts from Ctrl A to Ctrl Z. Let's get started with today's session. Okay, let me tell you the importance of using keyboard shortcuts. It enhances your efficiency and time saving at doing certain tasks on your Excel. So we have a set of data in the previous tab. Okay, first we'll see Ctrl A. What is Ctrl A? Ctrl A, it helps to select all. The moment you press Ctrl A, you can select entire data. See, right now only this cell got selected, C1. If I want to select the entire data, how to select? Press Ctrl A, you'll be able to select. There's one more option. If you want to select only the column, click on C, you can select only the column. If you want to select the row, you can click on the number this side, 1, 2, 3, you will be able to select only row. How to select the entire workbook? By clicking here, you will be able to select all entire workbook. Ctrl A, simply you can say that useful to select entire data or picture or any object. Next, we'll see Ctrl B. Pressing Ctrl B, when a cell is selected, will bold or unbold. So now I'm going to press Ctrl B. Hold down Ctrl key and press B. You'll be able to bold this particular cell. I want to bold many cells. Select only particular range and click Ctrl. Hold down the Ctrl key and press B, which means you can highlight. On the Home tab, now I want to unbold this. Again press just Ctrl B. It will unbold. It's done, right? It's working. How to do this for entire range? Just you select or use Ctrl A and press Ctrl B, you will be able to bold all the data. Which means something, if you want to send the data and want to highlight only the particular details, you can use Ctrl B. Now next, Ctrl C. Widely used function across all the companies. It helps to copy a selected cell. Right now D6, this cell got selected. I want to copy. How do that? Hold on Ctrl K and press C. You will be able to copy this cell. Ctrl Shift down arrow mark to select the entire column, and now you can copy by pressing Ctrl C. Or there is one more option, right click, and this is the very second option. You can see you will have copy option. You can use this option as well. Next we will see Ctrl D. Press Ctrl D to fill them with the contents of the above original cell. Now have deleted this data, pencil, item. I want to update this value down. You can fill it by pressing Ctrl D. This can be also done for multiple cells. We'll see the next one. It is Ctrl E. Ctrl E is supposed to automatically fill in the pattern of values from the data Excel deduct the worksheet. So let's see now how to flash fill this. Now I want to combine these both. Right now we have only 29 records. What if we have more than 1000 records? How will you update? How will you combine without formula? You can use click backspace and type John and give space and type pencil. Okay, right now we have updated only this format. The remaining data also should update as I updated in the first one. Example, Morgan and pencil, now it should come in the H9 cell. How to do that? Just press now Ctrl E. It will automatically fill all the values. Now let's go to the next one. Ctrl F. See, Ctrl F, it's very helpful to find a certain character, specific character or word. Example, first I'll select entire data, use Ctrl A, press Ctrl F, you will get a window, should find Morgan. Just you type the name and find next. it will take you to the text if it is available. Yeah, most is there in the cell number 69. This is how you can use find option. Next, Control G. It's a go-to option. I'll show you how to use this Control G. Let me remove this value, unit, this. Just want to show you the example. Okay, let me only select this particular range. I'll press Control G. You will get a go to window, this message box, and you just click on the special. Now here we have many conditions or many criteria. You can say that this will be covered in the future, but now we are going to identify only the blanks and select the blanks and OK. If you see now, only these cells, blank cells got selected. Just I'll color it. Now we'll see the next one, Control H. Sometime back we used Control F only to find the name of Morgan. Now what we need to do, we need to find value as well as rename it with some other name. So you select the range using Control A. Now I'm going to use Control H option. Find what? I'll select from the next one, item. Instead of pen, I'll name it as sketch and replace with sketch. Now you just replace all. Here we have 4 options: replace one by one, or find all, or find next. I want to replace all. Also click on option. Instead of within sheet, change it to workbook, which means the complete workbook. Even if it has multiple sheets, it will consider match case. So right now I'll keep it only sheet and replace all. Close. Wherever I had pen, all replaced with sketch. Let me Control Z, undo. Now next one, Control I. It helps to highlight your particular cells or values with italic font. I have selected this and pressing now Control I, which I have changed the font of the style. Now let's see the magic of this Control J. Now we have all the details in separate cells, which is easy. Imagine if you have all this data in one cell. John, so Alt Enter. I'm just updating all the rep's name here. Okay. Now when you receive data like this and you want to split it into different cells, you can do this by using Control J. So before that, go to click on Data tab, text to column, delimited. Default it will be selected tab. You just unselect this, click on other. Now if you see here, right now we are seeing only the first name John's, not remaining the 2 names. Sometime you might receive some IMEI, IEMI or phone numbers all in address in same cell. You can split this by using this. Here in this box you just press Control J. Now you can see the moment you use the shortcut Control J, it splits data into different cells. Okay, next we'll learn Control K. Control K, it helps to create a hyperlink. If I want to switch to this sheet, we have 2 options. By using mouse click, by using mouse I can just select this sheet, or control page up, page down, or there is a one more way as well. By using hyperlink we can do that. You can switch between sheets. Here I'm going to create hyperlink. How to get the hyperlink window here? Simply press Control K. You will get the dialog box. Inside select the second option, place in the same workbook. I'm going to select the sheet, which means the moment when I click here, it should take me to the next page. Click OK. See, if you see now, hyperlink has been created in this particular cell. If you hover on this cell, you will see the tips. Screen tip, I have already covered about this in detail. What is the screen tip, how to remove all this. If you haven't watched, I strongly recommend, please watch that video. I have also given the link in the description. Okay, now if I click on this, it should take me to the next sheet. Just click. Yeah, it's working. So this is how you can create hyperlink. Next is very important one. It is Control L. It is useful to insert an Excel table. First you select this entire data by using Control A, and now you press Control L to create a table. Or you have option also on the insert tab menu and click on this table. By using this option also you can create. But now let's press on Control L, create table. Where is the data of our table? Now just I need the headers and click on OK. Yeah, now it's changed to table. This is how you can use Control L. Now we'll see how to use Control M. It has no action. However, this can be used in MS Word. I have a good example for you. Let me show you that. Yeah, from this file, if you see this, right now I have 4-5 paragraphs. Pressing Control M indents the paragraph. Let's try. Just you select the paragraph now and use Control M. Yeah, it's working. This is how you can use Control M here in the Word, but no action assigned in Excel. Next we will see Control N. Control N, as most of you are aware, if you have watched my previous video, Control N is used to create a new workbook. Let me press Control N. New workbook has been created with the name of book 7. Next, Control O. Just press on Control O. So it will take you to your recent files. Sometimes you don't want to go to folder and open that recently used files. In that case, just press Control O. It will take you to the recently used files. Open and recent. Here you can see that Krish's Excel or update, all these things. So whatever the file you have used recently, you can just open it. Next, Control P. Control P, it's used for quick print. If you want to print something in the Excel file, if you click on that, you will get this entire print page. If you want to do any changes or increase pages or landscape, portrait, or everything can be done here. The next shortcut is Control Q. Quickly it will take you to the formatting tab, formatting options. Either if you want to do any other conditional formatting or with coloring font, or if you want to give any greater, lesser than options. There is an option for chart also, quickly can create. So by using Control R, these cells value should be filled here. So just you press Control R, see what happens. So exactly what is the value from the right side of the cell, or if it will be reflected here if you press Control R. So the same value is copied, right? So similarly, what I will do, I will select multiple cells, press Control R, fill them with the contents right side of the original cell. Next we'll see Control S. It helps to save your files as and when you do some changes. It's always best to save your file periodically. The next one, Control T, is a same as Control L. Just you select the data and press Control T. It will create a table. This normal range will be converted to table. Now we'll see how to use Control U. Control U, it helps to give the underline. Now I'm thinking that this line is very important. I want to underline this. So you select this range, just press Control U. Now this all value will be underlined. Now you can see, right? Say all the values underlined. If you want to remove this underline, what to do? Then just press Control U again. It will remove the underline. Next we'll see Control V. Paste is something. Paste when something is cut or copied. Now let me copy this for data, pencil. Till here I'll copy and I'll paste here. How to paste here? We have shortcut Control V, or you can use right click, and the fourth option you can use paste special. You will get this page. I'll update values. Click OK. Next, Control W. That is also very important. Control W helps to close the current workbook. Let me create a new workbook. Control N. Now we have a new workbook called book 9. Every time when you have many sheets, will you each time click on this hint symbol or close button every time? No. There is an option. Just press Control W, that active workbook will be closed. So simple. Okay. Next, Control X. Let me select this first. I have selected. I'll use Control X now, which means it's going to be cut it, which means permanently will be removed from here and we can paste it somewhere. So what I will do, I will paste it here in the next row itself by using Control V. The next shortcut is Control Y. Okay. Now let's see how to use Control Y. Redo command option, repeat last action. Now I want to send this data to customer. So I will do some format changes. I will make this header with the colors white and I will give border. I'll update border. I'll keep this style with this one. I changed all this format. Now I'll save. But mistakenly I came back. I just pressed Ctrl Z and now I realized okay, what I did, that is correct. I want to get the action immediately again. So that is called repeat the last action. So by using Ctrl Y we can do that. Just I'm pressing Ctrl Y. So again I got the same format. This is how you can use Ctrl Y. Repeat the last action. Now let me show you Ctrl Z. What happens? Similarly, what we have done now, this is now we are ready to send this file. But I thought it was a mistake. So I have to redo that step. I have to come back. I want to undo all the steps. So how to do that? I want to get the previous action, how it was in the earlier page. Just use Ctrl Z. You will get the previous format. Yeah, this is the one. By this, we are end of this session. I hope it is helpful. If you have any questions or any concerns, please drop in message in the comment. If you like the video, please hit like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon and select all for notification when I upload new videos. Thank you for watching.